Hello, and this is an unboxing and review of the ZOMEi Professional Tripod Z-668. And part 1 will be the unboxing portion of it. So here it is in a box, which I will take it out of in a moment. It's quite a nice box, I guess, for a box. That's stupid, I know. Okay, here's the little QC code they include, so you can go to their website, their Facebook. If you can scan it, if my camera will ever freaking focus. There we go. Okay, let's get this sucker out. Okay, when you pull it out, it will be in the tripod bag. It's actually a really nice bag. It's padded on the sides. You can't really see it in the video, but it is padded. Has 2 zippers, though one of mine already broke off like 10 seconds after I did this freaking unboxing. So beware that the zippers aren't that great. There's their product manual. It has like ND filters and polarizers and stuff inside of it. You get a year supply of silicone packets. Pretty cool. And a little triangle saying that it was QC checked. If my camera will focus. Come on in, focus. There we go. Tripod itself is in a plastic bag, an unfocused plastic bag. And then you get a little bolt for the monopod, because the monopod is one of its legs. You screw that bolt in and you put the ball head on top of that leg with the bolt. And then you got a monopod. I'll explain why that's not the greatest thing here in a moment. Anyways, pull it out of the bag. When it's folded up, legs fold in on top of the ball head there. And then you got a little crappy owner's manual and a Allen wrench for the legs, so you can take them off or adjust them if they're too tight. And then the ball head itself is in there. It's in a little felt bag to protect it. I thought that was a nice little touch. You don't have to keep it on there. You can put your die in there or your marbles. I don't personally use it. Okay, next part. Part 2 will show you the configurations of the tripod. There's not much to talk about here, so I'll just show you a picture for each stage that you can set the tripod in. Part 3 is going to be the setup of the tripod. I'll just show you real basic how to get it into its tripodiness mode. Okay, here we have the ball head. We'll just do an up close and personal. Ball head, you loosen that big knob and then you put it into what position you want. So you got the little notch on the side, you can go sideways. Pretty much any virtual direction you can go. And when you tighten that down, that ball head's not moving. I think it's a great ball head, and I've used one of my friends. I think this one compares pretty much to that one, which was a little bit more expensive. Top part is quick release plate. Loosen it. It has some pegs in there, safety feature, so your camera doesn't fall off if you don't tighten it right away. Your ball head's a little cantered. As you can see underneath, you got the little pegs in the tightening screw. And you just put the plate on, tighten it down, and your camera is not going anywhere. You also have the bubble level up top to make sure that your camera itself is level, since the ball head virtually is anywhere you want it. On the back, there's a screw for the panning. Now, let me scoot it over here. It's very tight. Even when it's loose, it's very tight, and it tends to make the ball head move a little bit, so I had to tighten the ball head down really hard onto the tripod. But once that's in place, you know, you can pan real smooth to get those panoramic shots. So it's tight, but it's a good tight. Giggity. Now we'll show you how to lower and raise the center column. That screw in the middle, you turn it to the right to loosen, turn it to the left to tighten, and then pretty much just put it where you want the center column to be. Pretty simple. Then at the bottom of the center column is a little hook so you can add more weight like a bag. You just pull the hook down, hang your bag on it. When you're done, the hook will retract back up. Now to the leg locking mechanisms. So when the legs are up, you just pull them down and they'll click into place. There's 3 places it can click into. To put the leg back up, you push down on that little lever, and then you can put it into whatever notch you feel is appropriate for the setting that you're in. Legs are pretty simple to operate on this. Twist, pull out, and twist to lock again. Works for all the legs. I like this a little bit better than the flip switches, I guess. And you don't have to loosen these very much. Just loosen them a little bit, pull the legs out. The feet on these have little spikes. This is how I think they operate. So the spikes are out when the little rubber piece is all the way down. Then you screw the rubber piece out so the spike is flush. I've tried to take that rubber foot off all the way and it just won't go for me. But that works, so you can try it. Now for the monopod, it's attached to the leg that says ZOMEi. Screw it off, and then you use that supplied bolt. You screw it in there, and then you can attach the ball head. Problem is my little bolt won't screw into the leg, so I can't use it, but I wasn't going to use it anyways. Hopefully that's not an issue for you guys. I think it was just machined wrong. And now we got the camera with the plate on. With the plate on, it doesn't interfere with my battery door or the screen on the back. For reference, I got a Canon T6i here. The way the camera is supposed to sit is the screw and the bubble level go on the side. I do it opposite. I put the screw underneath the lens, which it hasn't caused any problems yet. So I can use the level on the back of the camera. I can see anywhere I am. It just sticks out the back there. I don't like it the other way. That seems stupid to me. But anyways, that's with the camera on the tripod. So here are my final thoughts on the tripod. For the price, you get a good mid-grade tripod, I think. I got it on Amazon for $89.99. They had the carbon fiber from this brand also. The carbon fiber just didn't appeal to me. There was some bad reviews about the carbon fiber, but there was also bad reviews about everything, because when someone gets a bad product, they instantly go straight to a 1-star review. So sometimes I take Amazon reviews with a grain of salt. I've been using it for a couple weeks now. I have not had any problems with it besides the monopod, the screw not fitting. Everything locks into place smoothly. I haven't had any issues with any of the screws locking up or getting dirt in them and not loosening. Which brings me to my next part. This tripod is you can fully deassemble it. So if you get on a long shoot or you're in the freaking desert or in water, you can take the thing fully apart to clean it. I wouldn't recommend taking the leg pieces out of the screw holes. It even warns you in the manual not to do that. So I wouldn't do that, but you could take the legs off and re-grease them up, and pretty much everything comes apart. Just kind of remember how it goes back together, because there is a lot of little pieces, but you know, that's why they include the Allen wrench with the tripod itself. Ball head seems like it's a pretty nice ball head for the price. If you buy it separately, I think it's $20-something, and even for that price, it's pretty cheap ball head, but it works very well. It's smooth, everything locks into place great. Only thing I don't like is, which you can see in the picture here, is how the level and the tightening screw are supposed to go under the camera, it renders the level completely useless in my opinion. So like I said, I just turn it around the other way. I guess it doesn't really matter, it's just the way that it's shown in the pictures, how it's supposed to be set up. It's stupid. I think it's great value. For $89, it's cheaper than most of the tripods that you find on Amazon, and most of the tripods look exactly the same. They look like they have the same ball head, and they look like they're made by the same manufacturer. Even the Amazon Basic, their higher end tripod, looks exactly the same. That one's a little bit cheaper, but it looks like it's a little bit different. But most everything looks exactly the same. I went with this brand because it had the best reviews that I could find. So if you're in the market for a mid-grade tripod that can hold a lot of weight, I think you should take a look at this tripod. Like I said, they also have the carbon fiber one. You can choose which one you want.